Hey ladies, so I will just hang on a minute for people to jump on live. As you jump on, let me know where you are, where you're watching from, say hi, anything, just so I know I'm not talking to myself. I hate making small talk. That's one of my, what's the word? One of my pet hates, not pet hates. I'm just not very good at small talk, so I'm just going to talk to myself for a minute. So like I said, when you hop on, let me know that you're here, say hi, so I know I'm not talking to myself. Hey Mackie! So today is all about, oh also I'm glad you can hear me. That's always good because I hate talking to myself and then realising that nobody can hear me. So today is all about creating the perfect freebie to grow your email list. So I don't know why, but whenever I do a live stream, my nose gets really itchy, and it always happens. So you'll have to excuse me rubbing my nose. It's like my thing when I live stream. Like, I don't know if it's like a nervous tick or what, but yeah, when I live stream, my nose is itchy, so you'll have to excuse me. So like I said, creating the perfect freebie. I'm going to go through 3 things, essentially how to come up with a topic. I've got my notes to the side because I ramble, which if you haven't noticed by now, sorry. So I will be referring back to those. Yeah. So what's the topic? How to choose the best medium for your freebie, and how to promote your freebie for free, which is always great because especially when you're starting out, you don't want to spend a ton of money on advertising when you can get great results for free. So, deciding on your topic, the best way to do that is to ask your ideal client. And it really is that simple. It's posting on Facebook or, on your social media, or even if you've got a list at the moment, even a small list, sending an email to them and asking them, what do they want? What are they struggling with right now? What do they need help with? And, essentially, are they struggling with something that actually they would pay for help to solve? And that's another thing, that sometimes your ideal client will want something and they'll have a problem, but it won't be such a big problem that they're willing to essentially invest to solve it. And obviously that's not the kind of problems that you want to solve if people won't pay you for it. So it's asking them. So posting, like I said, if you post in Facebook groups, if you've got your own group, obviously that's great. But if you haven't got your own group, posting in other people's groups and essentially just asking the question, what is your biggest challenge right now? What are you struggling with right now? If I had a magic wand and I could solve your number one biggest problem, in your business or with your health or with your weight loss journey, whatever it is, what would that look like? And that will essentially tell you, what are they struggling with? And it's also great if you've done market research. You'll know from talking to your clients what their biggest pain points are. But another way to do it, if you've asked the question and you've got a couple of responses or you haven't had any response, another great way to do this is to search in Facebook groups or on Instagram, Pinterest, whatever. Search to see what people are talking about. So if you come up with a list of, say, I would say 5 to 10 at most keywords of the things that you help your ideal client with. So if you're a weight loss coach, you might search for, struggling with weight loss. What are the things, hey Kira, what are the things that people are looking for? What are they, what would they Google? If nobody could see them, what are the kind of things that they would search for? Search for those in the Facebook groups that you're most active in, sort of 3 to 5 groups at most, and see what comes up, see what people are talking about. Are they, are people asking for advice on something? Are people promoting something? Because again, if somebody else is promoting a similar kind of thing to what you want to offer and they're getting a good response, then clearly at least their ideal client has that problem. So if you have a similar ideal client, there's no reason why you can't essentially piggyback off the research that they've done. And people do it all the time. The same with market research for big companies. They don't always commission their own market study, sometimes they will look at other people's studies and see what the results they got are. And this is essentially the same thing, that searching for those keywords, just see what people are saying. And if this, there are recurring themes coming up, focus on those. And then the other thing that I would say is, for most, if not all of us, our ideal client is a previous version of ourselves. Probably at least 1, 2, or 3 steps behind where we are now. Those are the kind of people we want to help. So what was your biggest struggle then? Where your ideal client is now, what were they struggling with? What was the biggest thing that stopped you? Or what was, when you think back, what were the aha moments that you had along the journey to where you are now? What was something that you thought, oh my God, I can't believe I didn't know that, or I wasn't doing that, or I was doing that, and how much of a difference it made to change that. So once you've got your topic, then it's all about coming up with the best medium or the best method to deliver it. So this is, again, asking, do you prefer video, audio? Would you rather have a live stream, a workbook? What do you need? And what's your learning style? And again, this is something that you can only do when you have that topic, because everybody has a different learning style. And if you're anything like me, depending on what you're learning, again, you'll have a different style of learning. So some things for me have to be visual. I'm much more of a visual learner than sort of reading it. But depending on the topic, sometimes I much prefer to read. Like when I studied for my degree, I was happy to read all my textbooks. But when it came to things like, I've got a business studies degree, so part of my degree was economics, accounting, numbers. And I'm terrible with numbers, I genuinely am. It's not my thing. So when it came to those things, I really needed, hey Kathleen, thank you. So when it came to the numbers, I really needed somebody to go through it with me. And that, again, that's more of a, if there was a video or some kind of method to do it, that was what I needed. So once you've got your topic, ask the question, if I was to help you solve X, Y, and Z problem, how would you want me to do that? And again, like I said, don't be general, because I'm sure we've all seen the people that say, would you rather have a PDF or a video or da-da-da-da-da? And somebody always comments and says, but what is it for? And that's the thing. Once you know what it's for, then you can say, well, actually, I would like that in this format. So that is coming up with your medium then. So then obviously it's up to you to create that. And just make sure that you can always check in along the way with your ideal client to say, is this what you want? You can always confirm it afterwards to say, if I was to come up with an exercise routine for you to fit in 15 minutes each day to help you lose weight, get fitter, whatever it might be, would you rather have a video or a PDF? Would you rather have pictures and diagrams or whatever, or would you rather watch the routine? It's one of those things that nobody says you can't ask. You're not expected to know everything. You're not a mind reader. So once you've asked, then you'll know. And essentially that's the best way to do it, to ask and see what happens. So once you've got your topic and the format it's going to be in, then it's essentially promoting it. So after you've asked these questions, like I said, if you've asked them in Facebook groups, people are already going to be wondering, are you creating this thing? Where is it? How do I find it? If you haven't already been asked. So promoting it, for me, there are 3 different ways that I like to promote things. Essentially, Facebook groups is my biggest one. And again, I said, if you've got your own Facebook group, that's awesome, because that's where your ideal client should be. But if not, other people's Facebook groups, posting and saying, are you struggling with this? I've created this to help you do X, Y, and Z. it's fine. And the same on your Facebook page. One thing that I really love to do, and at the moment I'm doing it to promote the Facebook group, is to have my header set up on my Facebook page. So my business page, my like page, whatever you want to call it. To have it set up so that the header says, are you do you want to quit your 9 to 5? Join my group of biz babes who are growing their businesses, making bank, and escaping their 9 to 5. And then the button that it'll either say like sign up, or you can choose your call to action where it says sign up, click here, take them to this website, I always set that to go to the Facebook group. So if people are interested, and I'll have a little sign up here with an arrow on the picture, they'll click the button and get taken straight to the group. So a similar thing with your freebie. Have your header say, are you struggling with X, Y, and Z? Download my free guide here, and then have the button go to either your MailChimp sign up form. You can get the link straight from the general forms section in MailChimp, or whatever your the one that you use is. Get the button to go straight to the link, or create a page on your website, or use some kind of lead page and have the link go straight there. So if it's something that they're interested in, all they have to do is click the button and they sign up straight away. There's no delay, essentially, and that's not what they want. They don't want to say, yeah, I'm interested, and then wait like 6 weeks for you to make it, because by then they'll have lost interest. You want them to be able to download it now. So and again, with other social media, Instagram and Pinterest I find are the best ones because they're so visual. If you've got a great image that says, how to get a full body workout in 15 minutes a day, or whatever it might be, if the image is great and hey Rachel, if the image is great and it's something that really attracts the eye, having, like on Instagram, you'd have the image, you'd have a little bit in your bio, are you struggling with this? Is this what you're, or the caption on the picture, sorry. Are you struggling with this? Is this what you need help with? You can download my free guide, link in the bio. Or Pinterest, again, you can have it link straight to your sign up form or a page on your website. Or one thing that I really like to do is have it linked to a blog post from Pinterest. So you'd write out essentially what you've put in your Facebook post, and you'd write it all out, but in long form on the blog, because obviously people are expecting to read more on a blog post. And then have a sign up to my list on the bottom of the blog post, and then link that to Pinterest, so that if people like the image, they can click straight through to your blog post. Oh, I've frozen. Have I frozen for anybody else? If I'm frozen, if I'm frozen, you can't see me telling you that I'm frozen, but if I'm not frozen, let me know, and hopefully that will go. If you can hear me and there's problems, if you refresh, that should help. But yeah, if you're watching live, let me know. Oh, I am fine. Okay, that's awesome. Thank you. Am I fine with everybody else? Just let me know. Give me some hearts or likes or something if you can see me and hear me. I know there's a little bit of a delay. Oh, good morning. Okay. Right, I'm going to keep going. Like I said, if you can hear me, then let me know. If you can't hear me, refresh. That always works. But like I said, I don't know how I'm going to tell you if you can't hear me. But yeah, like I said, it should be up in the replay if you're having problems. So I apologise for that. Okay, so how to promote your freebie. Like I said, with the blog post, they're great because you can really go into detail and you can essentially really sell it. And then have the link at the bottom of your blog post, and then again, once you've linked it to Pinterest, people can click straight through from the pin to your blog post, sign up from there. Sorry, I've totally lost my train of thought now. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so when you write your post, lead with value. So people tend to, when they write a post, they'll talk about the pain points first. You know, like, are you struggling with this? Is this something that you're, having trouble with? Are you trying to do this but it's not working? I prefer to lead with the answer to the problem. And I don't mean tell everybody what the freebie is about, but essentially that's what you're doing. So if it's something like my example of getting a full body workout in 15 minutes, you could say, if you don't have enough time and you want to get a full body workout in each day, in 15 minutes you could do, like 10 squats and 5 dumbbell presses or whatever. I'm clearly not up with the gym lingo, but you could run on the spot for 5 minutes or whatever it might be. You can just give them a quick list of, if you do this, 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 this and this, it works all your major body parts and it's done in 15 minutes. And then you can go on a bit further to say, if this is something you're struggling with, download my freebie where I've got 3 other routines you can try that fit in 15 minutes. So you're working, your whole body in 15 minutes, but in different ways every day so you don't get bored. Whatever it might be, like I said, lead with value, then talk about how the freebie will solve their problem. Because at the end of the day, everybody knows what their pain points are. Everybody knows what they're struggling with. It only needs one sentence at the beginning. You don't have to go into like paragraphs and paragraphs of what the problem is. You literally just need, if you're struggling with this, try this. And that's it. And then here is my freebie. If you like that, you can download it here. And when it comes to posting on like Facebook, I tend to prefer the first time I talk about my freebie to ask people to comment on it first, if they want a copy. So it'll be, I'll finish it with, if you want a copy, comment below and I'll send you the link. Or if you want a copy, comment below and I'll send it to you, whatever it might be. Because as soon as somebody comments on your post, it bumps it straight back up to the top of the list. So once one person's commented on it, you could have posted it like an hour ago. Somebody comments on it and then it's right back up to the top of that group. And then chances are other people will see it who might not have seen it the first time. So once one person's commented and then, another person comments, it keeps it coming back to the top, which is great for visibility. And it also means that you don't have to post about it that much because it's coming back to the top by itself. So once you've let a couple of comments build up, or if you've had one comment, leave it, I would say 30 minutes to an hour. And then once you've left it a little bit, then comment on it with the link, or to let them know that you'll PM them the link or whatever it might be. And again, that bumps it back up to the top. So some people don't like the ladder posts, they're called, because they look spammy, but I guess it's each to their own. To me, they're not spammy. It's how Facebook works, and it's taking advantage of that to boost your visibility. If you don't like that, you can always do what I like to do the second time I talk about the freebie, and that is to leave the link at the bottom. So, if you're struggling with this, here's a solution. If you like this solution, here's some more of the solution in my freebie. If you want a copy, or if you want access to it, here's the link. And that's the thing. It depends on you at the end of the day. If you are happy to, or if the groups you're in and you're happy to have that ladder post, then go with that. Because like I said, they tend to be the ones that have the most response. And also it's great when other people see other people have commented on your post, because then it's shown that, actually this might be interesting if other people are interested in it. Or, I'm not the only one with this problem. Great. Then I can, I can happily comment on it if other people have already done it. I'm not the first one, kind of thing. And then like I said, if you've posted it, and I would say don't post it everywhere at the same time. Post it in one group and then maybe the next day post it in another group, or at least a few hours later, so that it doesn't end up bunched up in the timeline where it says, like Cass Davis has posted in 18,000 groups and it's exactly the same post. And again, change it up a little bit. If you've got a couple of different tips, share one in each different post, so that you're not giving, so it's not exactly the same post in every group. And again, that just shows that you've got a lot of knowledge on the subject and you're not, essentially you're not a one-trick pony then. So, you have to excuse my itchy nose. Like I said at the beginning, every time I live stream, I get an itchy nose. I don't know if it's like my twitch or whatever, but that's my thing. So excuse me rubbing my nose all the time. Yeah, so, like I said, it's up to you whether you want them to comment or whether you just leave the link. In my experience and in the experience of a few of my clients, just leaving the link the first time you post doesn't work as well. I suppose it doesn't work as well as the ladder posts, but it's up to you. And again, make sure that you post it on a post on your Facebook page as well, that it's not just in groups. Anything you advertise, feel free to post it on your Facebook page, because if you're in groups where you can't promote anything, the only choice you've got for your visibility is to give value and to share your story and to interact with other people. But if they like what you're talking about, they'll check out your personal profile, because obviously you post from your personal profile in Facebook groups. So once you've posted something that they like and they've gone to your personal profile, if you've got your Facebook page, your business page set up as your employer, they can click through to your page and then see whatever it is you want people to see, because it's your page, so you can promote however much you like on there. So it is a slower way of doing things, but again, you tend to get the best results from doing it that way, because people will say, oh, well, I really like the value you've given. I really like all the information you give me. You've helped me so far. I wonder what else you've got. And then, like I said, if you can't promote in groups, that's a great way to get people onto your list, is to promote in your own group or your own page even. So like I said, make sure you post in different places at different times so that it doesn't get bunched up, and at least use a different image every time so that it doesn't look like you're just posting exactly the same thing everywhere. So I've got a bonus tip for you, which is the basics of a 5-step funnel, which will at the end either let you pitch a passive income product to like a low priced offer to get people interested in working with you essentially, or to book a discovery call. So before I give you that little tidbit, I always hate that word, but I don't know where I use it. Before I give you that extra bonus then, I just want to let you know about a paid workshop that I'm hosting on Friday, which is all about package creation and launching. So in this workshop, I'm going to be covering how to find out exactly what your ideal client wants from a paid product rather than a free product, how to structure your posts so you're asking the right questions and getting the right answers from the right people, how to generate buzz before you launch so that when you do post your offer, you'll have sales straight away, what kind of bonuses to offer to get people to sign up straight away. Because there's nothing worse than having people say, oh yeah, I'm interested, but I'll about it, or I'll wait and see. When you've got that bonus that just essentially pushes people over the edge of, yeah, it looks great, or oh my god, I have to get this now because I want that, but I really want that bonus too. And how to reverse engineer your packages so that you can reach your sales goals every time. So that workshop, like I said, is on Friday. It's held in a private Facebook group. And if you can't make it live, the replay will be up for 2 days afterwards. And during that time, you can ask as many questions as you like. And the bonus for everybody who signs up from this masterclass whether you're watching live or whether you're on the replay, I will give you access to the previous paid workshop that I hosted on visibility. So it's only $47. I'll post the link below in the comments afterwards. And like I said, if you sign up from the link that's going to be in the comments, I'll give you access to the other workshop. So essentially you get 2 workshops for the price of 1. So, as I said, my last tip then is the basics of a 5-step funnel to either pitch a passive income product at the end or to book discovery calls. So once you've got your freebie, the first email would be, hey, thanks for signing up, here's your download, and that's it. You don't need anything else in the first email. The second email, which would come a day later, would be sort of a check-in, have you downloaded it yet? What do you think of it? How are you getting on with it? If you haven't downloaded it yet, here's the link to download it again. Give some value on a topic that's related to the freebie, and then you can always say, have you signed up to my Facebook group yet? Or have you liked my business page? Whatever it might be. Just something that gets them to interact with you. Or, are you following me on Instagram or whatever it might be. And then the next day, your third email would just be pure value. So again, it's on a similar topic to the freebie. And it would be, literally just, are you struggling with da-da-da-da-da? Here's a solution. The fourth email, which would come again a day later, would be another pure value email. So by now you've given them a freebie and 3 different value posts on essentially on similar topics to the freebie, and you've asked them to join your Facebook group or like your Instagram account or whatever it might be. And then the very last email on day 5 is again value, but only a little bit of value to start the email off, and then either pitch your paid passive income product or pitch your package and ask them to sign up for it. So like I said, this is quick basics of a 5-step funnel. Email 1, here's your download. Email 2, check in, give value, join my Facebook group. Email 3, pure value on a similar topic to the freebie. Email 4, again, just value. And then email 5, a little bit of value and the pitch. And that is it. So you can optionally send an email 1 to 2 days later and remind them of the offer. And again, if they don't sign up from that email, another 1 to 2 days later, you can do that again. But it's up to you. If it's something that's, like $19, there's no point hounding them because they haven't signed up yet. But sometimes a reminder is great because it's something that they wanted, but they just forgot. So that's it. That's how to create the perfect freebie and the basics of a 5-day email funnel, which you can automate so you don't have to do anything, to grow your email list and attract your ideal client. So if you've got any questions, do let me know. I'll hang on for a minute in case you've got any questions while I'm on live. If you're watching the replay and you have questions, feel free to post them in the comments and I will answer them ASAP. Like I said, any questions, let me know. I know there's a little bit of a delay. So, yeah. Like I said at the beginning, I'm terrible at small talk to fill the silence. But I don't want to just sit here and be silent because I don't want you to think I'm frozen. That's a bit weird. So, yeah. So like I said, I assume that you don't have any questions right now. If you've missed any of it, feel free to go back and watch the replay. And if you have questions, feel free to answer. I'll be checking the comments from time to time because I've turned the notifications off on my phone. Otherwise, my Facebook app dings constantly. So if you do have any questions, feel free. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Like I said, if you do have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. and I will answer them as soon as possible. So thanks for watching live if you got it live. Thanks for watching the replay if you did catch the replay. And if you want to sign up for the package creation and launching workshop on Friday, I'll post the link in the comments, and make sure you sign up with that link, because that will let me know that you've watched this first, and then I'll give you access to the previous workshop on visibility. So thanks for watching. Bye.